Let's begin today's class in a seated position. Coming and finding a nice seat on your mat. Legs folded in front of you. Hands resting on your knees. Spine is long, shoulders relaxed down your back. And begin to arrive. Noticing your breathing. Noticing the sounds around you. And bring your hands in prayer at the center of your chest. We'll set an intention for this class. Make it whatever you'd like for it to be today. Something to repeat every time our hands come back to this position. Seal that intention in. And then drop your hands back down to your knees. We'll go through a few rounds of seated cat-cow. So inhale to arch the back, open the chest, lift the chin, and exhale to round the spine, drop the head. Inhale to open the chest, lift the chin, and exhale, round the spine, drop the head. Keep moving like this at your own breath. And after your next exhale, come back to a neutral spine and seated. And we'll find an arm stretch next. So bringing your right arm across your body in front of you and hooking your left arm at the forearm, keeping the right shoulder blade, the right shoulder in its socket, and pulling back on the left hand with the left arm. Exhale to release the pose and switch sides, crossing the left arm in front of the body, hooking the right arm around it, keeping that left shoulder in its socket, not pulling too far away. And exhale, release the stretch. We'll find a tricep stretch next. So bring the right arm above your head and bending at the elbow, reaching the right hand down the back. Sweep the left arm around underneath your back as well and try to grab onto your fingertips with each other. If your fingers don't touch, you can always grab a strap or a belt or whatever you have lying around, a towel, and grab onto the towel to get the same stretch. Trying to keep your chin and head straight still, not bending it down. And exhale to release the tricep stretch, and we'll go to the other side. Left arm raises up above your head, bending the left elbow, reaching down the center of the back with your hand, and then bringing your right hand around the back, touching the fingertips. Again, always option to grab the strap or whatever you have to substitute for that. Keeping the chest open. And exhale to release the pose, letting the arms drop back down to the knees. Now we'll find half lord of the fishes. So we'll start with our right side. Crossing your right leg over the left, planting the right foot down on the other side of your thigh, pointing the left knee more forward, straight ahead. And inhaling to find length in your spine. And exhale, twist to the right, bringing the right hand behind you and the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. One more inhale and exhale to come back through center, switching sides. This time the right knee points forward, resting on the ground. The left foot crosses over and plants on the ground on the other side of the thigh. Twisting to the left. Bring the left hand down to the ground and the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Breathing in to find length in the spine. And as you exhale, maybe twisting a little bit deeper. One more inhale. And exhale to release the pose. Coming back to face the front once more. Inhaling here. And exhale into table. Bringing your hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Engaging the core. Inhaling here. And exhale into puppy pose, walking the hands forward, dropping the chest towards the ground, maybe resting the chin on the ground or the forehead as your hips stay up in the air. Squeezing the shoulder blades, reaching through your fingertips. One more inhale here. And exhale into downward facing dog. Taking time in this first down dog to pedal out the feet, wag the hips side to side. Whatever other movements feel good to you as we warm up the whole body here. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Reaching through the arms, finding length in the side body. Lifting up through the hips. And sinking down through the heels. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, walk to the top of the mat, forward fold. Let's hang out in this forward fold for a little bit. Letting the head relax. Maybe shifting side to side, bending the knees as deeply as you'd like. And as you inhale, make your way into Tadasana, mountain pose. Coming up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling up, or coming up with a straight, flat back. But meeting me in mountain pose. Standing tall, standing strong, engaging every muscle. And we'll go through our sun salutations. Inhale to sweep the arms up overhead, and exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long, gaze is down, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank, plant the hands, engage the core, and exhale, chaturanga, halfway down, elbows are tight. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the chest, and exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, make your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, thighs are the ground, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Urdhva coming to stand, arms overhead. And exhale your hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating that intention you set at the beginning of practice. Inhale, sweep the arms up long overhead, Urdhva. And exhale, keep the length as you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long, gaze is down. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank, engage the core. And exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Inhale, bend the knees. And exhale, step or hop your way forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Urdhva coming to stand, arms overhead. And exhale your hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating that intention you set at the beginning of practice. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend the knees. And exhale, make your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Urdhva upward salute. And exhale your hands in prayer to the center of your chest, repeating that intention once more. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, downward facing dog. Plant the hands, step back, lift the hips up and back. Inhale the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Level the hips, reach through the heel. And exhale, low lunge. Step the right foot forward between the hands. Take a moment to square the hips. Pull the right hip back and the left hip forward. And then drop the back knee down and inhale into crescent lunge. Back knee is down, arms are above head. Open the chest. Inhaling here. And then exhale your arms into cactus arms, goddess arms, angel arms, whatever you call them, squeezing those shoulder blades back. Inhale to straighten the arms, and exhale back into cactus arms. Inhale, straighten the arms, and exhale, low lunge. Bringing that back knee up again. Inhaling here. And exhale, step the left foot behind the right, the forward fold with your legs crossed. Maybe finding this stretch alongside the outer leg. Taking nice deep breaths here. And on your next exhale, uncross the legs in a regular forward fold. Inhale, upward salute, coming to stand, reaching your arms overhead. And exhale your hands to prayer, repeating that intention. Find a figure 4 chair next. So inhaling your right knee up to your chest. And then setting the right ankle across the left knee, above the left knee on the thigh. And as you exhale, sinking the hips back, finding that chair pose while having your leg crossed in this way. Keeping the chest open here, pulling those shoulders back. Finding a point to look at to find your balance. And inhale to rise back out of this pose, setting the foot down. Inhale, sweep the arms up long overhead. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank. And exhale, take your vinyasa. Moving through chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. Other side, inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Keep the hips balanced. And exhale, low lunge. Step the left foot between the hands. Taking a moment here to square the hips. Pull the left hip back and the right hip forward. And then drop the right knee down to the ground. Inhale into crescent lunge, lifting the arms up long overhead. And exhale the arms into cactus arms, squeezing those shoulder blades. Inhale, straighten the arms. And exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, straighten the arms. And exhale, low lunge, lifting the back knee up once more. Inhaling here. And exhale, stepping the right foot behind the left, crossing the legs in this forward fold. Letting your head drop, let that neck relax. And on your next exhale, uncross the legs into a regular forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees and come up into an upward salute, Urdhva Sasana. And exhale your hands in prayer to the center of your chest. Find figure four chair on the other side. So shifting your weight into your right foot. Inhaling that left knee up towards your chest. And crossing the left foot at the ankle over the right thigh. And exhale, sinking back into the chair. Maybe feeling the stretch through the hip, through the outer leg. Finding that point to look at to help keep your balance. And opening that chest. Inhale to stand up straight, dropping that foot back down to the ground. Now on your next inhale, sweeping the arms up long overhead. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back to plank. And exhale, take your vinyasa, meeting me in downward facing dog. Take one more inhale on this down dog. And exhale to find a seated position on the mat with your legs crossed in front of you. We're going to find Gomukhasana, cow face. Before we start, you may want some props for this pose. You may want a block to sit on. If your knees end up hurting in this pose, you can just sit on the edge of a block on the lowest level to give your hips some lift and take some pressure out of your knees. Or you can get a blanket, which might be nice for your ankles if your ankles end up hurting against the ground in this pose. And you might want a strap for your arms. As we get into this pose, you can see if you need any of those. So we'll begin with our right leg. We will cross our right leg over the left, both knees pointing forwards in the center, trying to line up both of our knees with our ankles close to our sides. We'll inhale, we're straightening our spine, opening the chest, and then lift the left arm up to the sky, bending the left elbow, reaching the left hand down the back, and reaching the right arm around the back, just like we did with the tricep stretch at the beginning of class. And here we find cow face. We'll hold this pose for a few breaths. Now, if there's any pressure in your knees, Of course, come out of this pose. Maybe you just want to stay with the arms today. One more inhale here. And exhale to release the pose, undoing the arms and then undoing the legs. Now we'll move to the other side, again taking time to grab any props. If you feel like this side, you might want to try prop. But now we'll cross the left leg over the right, again both knees aiming forward, attempting to line up the knees. And then we'll bring the right arm up overhead, reaching that right hand down the back, sweeping the left arm around the back, attempting to touch to grab onto your fingertips. Opening the chest, feeling this probably through your hips, through the triceps. Gaze is forward, keeping that neck in line, not bending the neck down. One more inhale and exhale to release the pose, letting go of the arms and then slowly uncrossing the legs. We'll inhale here, letting your legs cross in front of you, and exhale for a seated forward fold. Taking breaths here. Letting the hips relax after that pose. And then inhale and walk your hands back up, lifting your chest up. And we'll find butterfly next. So a similar pose, but pressing the soles of your feet together in Gomukhasana. Inhaling to lift the chest and exhaling to fold forward once more. Playing around with how close your feet are to your hips or how far away they are. Finding this inner thigh stretch. Letting those outer thighs relax. And inhale and walk your hands back towards your body, lifting your chest up. And slowly make your way onto your knees, coming to sit on your knees. We'll find baby camel next. So walking your hands behind you, planting your hands behind you, pointing your fingers towards your toes. We'll find this back stretch by inhaling and lifting the hips up. You can keep the chin tucked or extend the head back, opening the chest. And then exhale to release the pose, coming back to sitting on your knees, bringing your head up last if you were letting your head drop behind you. And then swing your legs out in front of you. And as you exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way down onto your back. When you get there, inhale and find happy baby, grabbing onto the soles of your feet or your big toe, pulling your knees down towards your armpits. Maybe rocking side to side. And exhale to release the pose. Inhale your knees into the center of your chest. And exhale, drop the knees over to the left for a supine twist. Extending your right arm out long. Gaze over those right fingertips. Be resting your left hand on your knees. Taking nice deep breaths here. Inhale to bring the knees back to the center of your chest. And exhale, drop the knees over to the right, extending the left arm out long. Gaze over those left fingertips. Breathing into the twist and relaxing. Inhale, bring the knees back to the center of your chest. And exhale for Shavasana, letting everything come down to the mat. Snuggling your shoulder blades underneath you so that they lie flat on the mat. Letting your fingers curl if your palms are facing up. Or letting your palms face down. Whatever feels like that would be the best for you today. Letting your toes fall to the side. Letting yourself be as comfortable as you can right now, the most comfortable you can be. And let go of your breathing. Let go of everything. Taking a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhaling it out. Taking another deep breath in through your nose and letting it out as a sigh. Beginning to come back into the space around you. Bringing your awareness into the space around you. Maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes. And then make your way over onto one side, using your arm as a pillow. And keeping your eyes closed all the way if that's comfortable, push yourself up into a seated position. Bringing your hands in prayer at the center of your chest and bowing your head towards your hands. Repeat that intention that you set at the beginning of practice, knowing that you can take this intention with you throughout the rest of your day. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.